From your hyperlocal weather source, this is your Norcast weather update.
As a medical director, I work closely with all our providers as well as the nursing staff to ensure we provide top-notch quality care for all our residents. Seeing every resident achieving their goal and being satisfied with our care gives me a lot of pride to be part of the team of preferred care at Absecon.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and happy 4th of July. It's been a nice day so far, hot and humid. Those temperatures are back up above average starting today, and they're going to stay that way for the next couple of days. Normally, we're in the mid to upper 80s. We did get back up into the 90s away from the coast this afternoon, and it felt a lot warmer than even 90 degrees thanks to all of the humidity. Those dew points are back up in the 70s for the next couple of days. We see a tiny drop in humidity possibly on Sunday and Monday, but it's still going to be uncomfortable, and then midweek next week we jack up the humidity once again. So some very hot and humid weather is on the way. A lot of people want to know about firework displays for overnight tonight. We are seeing a couple of scattered showers possible for later on this evening and even for the next couple of hours, but most spots should be good to go. Just keep an eye on the sky. If you see some lightning sort of out in the distance, maybe keep a look on the radar. But it is really extremely isolated activity. Most spots are going to stay dry, but if you do see one of those cells, it's going to be a real rainmaker. Really heavy rain rates associated with the showers that we're tracking for the next couple of days, thanks to how moisture laden the atmosphere is. Tomorrow, again, we start off dry, hot and humid all day long, and then as you head into the late afternoon and evening, we're going to see a couple of storms try to roll through once again, but it looks very scattered. It seems to kind of fall apart before it reaches our area. So overall, most of your Friday looks dry once again, and then for Saturday is where we start to deal with the actual front. A lot of activity further to the south. Some of that will try to push north. I would say out of all 3 days, Saturday's the better chance for rain, but even then, it doesn't look like a total washout, so your holiday weekend looks to be mostly intact. Tomorrow, even warmer than today, still very muggy out there. Again, that chance for showers and thunderstorms, but really not a widespread activity. Most spots will be staying dry. In fact, it's going to be so hot and humid that we have a heat advisory that starts tomorrow morning, goes through at least 8 p.m. We could be seeing another advisory possibly for Saturday, but for right now, it's just for tomorrow. And the reason for that, our heat index is going to be closer to 101, maybe even 102. Saturday does look a little bit cooler, but not a huge change. And then, like I said, Sunday and Monday still very hot, but at least those dew points fall into the 60s. If you want to go down the shore for the next couple of days, I know a lot of people are already down there. It's really a great idea because even those shower chances that we're tracking for Friday and Saturday are going to be sort of isolated a little bit more to the west. The closer you get to the coastline, the lower your rain chances, so your Friday looks good. Like I said, Saturday's the better opportunity for storms between the two, but even then it's not a great chance. Most spots are going to stay dry, and then Sunday looks a lot drier as far as the storm potential overall. We're still tracking Hurricane Beryl. It's continuing its track back to the west. It should be moving towards Cancun, Mexico by some point tomorrow morning. As it moves over land, it'll go back down to tropical storm status, but as it's moving its way kind of northwest through the Gulf of Mexico, it does have the potential to get reorganized, possibly become a Category 1 hurricane once again before it moves onshore kind of Monday into Tuesday. Going to be seeing some impacts of that system throughout a big portion of the Texas Gulf Coast. Our next little wave that we've been tracking for the past couple of days looks extremely messy. Formation chances down to only about 10 to 20% chance over the next 2 to 7 days. So a lot of the activity that's been associated with Beryl has kind of worked out that environment, so our secondary system doesn't have too much fuel to kind of feed off of. 7-day forecast, it doesn't look perfect, but I'll tell you why it's really not that bad. Most days, even the ones with the chance for showers and thunderstorms, are actually going to be dry with a decent amount of sunshine. So if you wanted to go down the shore, you want to get outside, you want to enjoy the hot and humid weather, you are free to do so because the bulk of each day will be dry. But you're going to see that heat-driven thunderstorm activity kind of late in the day, but that is extremely scattered. Most spots will be staying dry. We're also going to be very hot and humid though, so as temperatures stay in the 90s, we will still be feeling closer to 100 degrees, and even next week as we fall into the 80s, the humidity will be on the rise, so we're still going to be feeling very warm and swampy. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll check back in with you later on tonight with your bedtime forecast.